School football on TV3. It is week 4 of the 9-week Indiana high school football season. Hi everybody, with Justin Roberts, this is Fran Schommel, and we are in Aurora for the game between Connersville Spartans and the South Dearborn Knights. South Dearborn lost its opening game of the season. It has a 2-1 record. The Spartans have yet to get a win. Their record is 0-3.
On your feet.
Tonight's game on TV3 is being brought to you by American Heritage Realty. Buying or selling? See American Heritage first. Reed Health Connersville. We are here to help you. George's Pharmacy and Medical Equipment. Free delivery. The number to call, 825-6251. Don's Auto Sales and Tires. Major brand tires at very affordable prices. Edward Jones, financial advisor, making sense of investing. This Spartan game on TV3 is also being brought to you by FCN Bank, building stronger communities, one great local event at a time. Cole's Flooring, a wide selection of quality flooring plus expert installation. Mancino's Pizza and Grinders, a great place to eat in Connersville. Try a Spartan Classic. Urban Winkler Funeral Home. Phone 825-1761 or 458-0745. Ask about pre-planning services by Wilson Lawson Myers Insurance Agency, an independent agency representing numerous companies for your every need. Eye Center of Connersville, complete eye care for every member of your family. Well, that booming background was a cannon going off, as here at South Dearborn tonight, we will be hearing a cannon, I guess, every so often when the South Dearborn Knights cross the goal line. So perhaps for Spartan fans, it won't be too often, but it's all in honor of the National Guard that the South Dearborn School is honoring here tonight. So that will be the cannon that goes off every so often. We are continuing with the pregame here at South Dearborn. Again, we are in Aurora, Indiana. And the pregame entertainment is including the Marching Knights band, and that's what you see on your screen right now. This field here at South Dearborn runs east and west, and there's a breeze, I guess you could call it, blowing at about 20-25 miles an hour from the west to the east. Right now in the center circle, they are having the coin toss. The captains for these two teams tonight are meeting with the officials. South Dearborn has jerseys that are a little bit difficult to see. They are olive drab, I guess, in honor of the National Guard, and the numbers black outlined in white. So hopefully we'll be able to see the numbers throughout the ball game. Here comes the signal from the refs.
South Dearborn wins the toss. They've deferred their choice to the second half.
And the Spartans will be receiving the opening kickoff of this ball game, as South Dearborn won the toss and selected to wait until the second half to receive a kick. We mentioned that South Dearborn has a record of 2-1. Spartans have yet to win a game. Here are the South Dearborn scores. The loss was to Seymour, 30-26. The wins were 34-0 over Madison and 37-7 over Batesville in last Saturday's Southeastern Showdown that was played at Lucas Oil Stadium, featuring Eastern Indiana Athletic Association teams. The Spartans have lost to Richmond 41-21, Franklin County 49-7, and 42-0 to Greensburg in that tourney last Saturday. In the last 5 years, the Spartans have won 3 times, in 2014, in 2016, and 2017. The night victories were in 2014 and last year in the game played at Spartan Field. Here we go. It will Ball placed at the 40-yard line, and the South Dearborn kicker sends one to the 15-yard line. Here's the return by the Spartan, and he is smothered at the 21-yard line. So the Spartans will be starting play on their own 20-yard line. Adam Kelly is a quarterback for the Spartans. He wears number 2. So 80 yards from pay dirt for the Spartans right at the beginning of this game. I think we are correcting here. Gavin Lynch, number 15, I believe is in the quarterback spot. The lights are not here yet at South Dearborn, so we aren't sure what they're waiting for. There's a snap from center, and the start gain by the Spartans of 3 or 4 yards is about all they can manage. There's a player down, a Spartan, on this first play from scrimmage. And here comes the trainer from the far sidelines to aid the player that is down, and we cannot identify him. He's number 53, and he's lying face down on the ground here. Now they're trying to roll him over a little bit. Still waiting to try to see his number. Hopefully the youngster isn't badly injured. Number 53, is that correct? That's Braden P. He's a junior at CHS, 6'1" at 220. There's an emergency unit that is here, that is standby at all games, both home and away. There's always medical people that are close by. They're still working on Braden, and we aren't able to see just what area of the body they might be working on, if it's a leg or just what. So right at the beginning of this ball game, it's a tough break for the Spartans if Braden has to leave the game. Yeah, they're bringing the unit onto the field, as you can see. Hopefully we'll get some information on the type of injury that he has. It's a leg, apparently, a lower leg. Number 53 for the Spartans. Getting ready to put him into the unit. So not a good beginning here for the Spartans on the very first play from scrimmage. One of their players is injured. The sun has been out most of the day here at Aurora. In fact, they were predicting rain, but no rain. Some clouds have finally moved in, but they aren't rain clouds. You're still attending to Braden P. if you have just joined us here in this game at South Dearborn between the Knights and the Spartans. So they're going to load him on the gurney. The play was right up through the middle, and when the injury occurred to the Spartan, it sort of brought a hush over the crowd here as Spartans, as we mentioned, are hoping for a victory here tonight. They are winless in their first 3 games. Braden is one of the key players for the team. They're working very carefully. Now they've put him into a sitting position. While waiting here for the game to actually begin its second play of the game. Well, the fans here are applauding Braden as they're letting him into the unit. So we'll be getting back to action here shortly as soon as the unit leaves the field. Only 56 seconds had ticked off the clock when the injury occurred. It'll be second down for the Spartans and 8 yards for a 1st and 10. Ball resting at the own 22, Connorsville.
Play resumes. It'll be a 2nd down and 8 coming up for the Spartans. Ball thrown 22-yard line.
Teams will be lining up now for the second play of this ball game about to occur. Spartans starting deep in their own territory. Gavin is number 15, the quarterback, and it's as though the Spartans have fumbled the game, and South Dearborn gets the first break of this game. They will take over well into Spartan territory. Placed down at the 21, 1st and 10 for the South Dearborn Knights. The opening minute of tonight's ball game, Spartans commit a turnover. At the quarterback spot for South Dearborn is Adam Dixon. He's a 6'4" senior. A handoff by Dixon, and a player moves to inside the 15.
Evan Shaper, the Spartans, tackles him at the 15-yard line. Gain of 6.
Pick up a 5, so it'll be 2nd down and 5 for South Dearborn.
2nd down and 5 for the Knights.
Knights will line up here, and receivers on both sides. And the plunge to the 5-yard line.
He gains 10 down to the Spartan 6-yard line. That's good enough for South Dearborn.
First and goal for South Dearborn. They spot the ball at the 6-yard line of Connersville.
First and goal for the Knights.
Dixon comes to the sidelines to get the call from his coach. Spread offense for the Knights. Here's the play. Dixon flips to a teammate who cuts the corner and gets into the end zone. South Dearborn scores early in this ball game with 10:17 on the clock. They cross the goal line of Connersville and take a 6-0 lead. So the Knights take advantage of the Spartans' turnover, and in a couple of plays, pick up their 6 points.
Nick Manford in for the point after.
Here's the point after try, and it is good, and the Knights go up by a 7-0 score here early in this ball game at South Dearborn. Urban Winkler Funeral Home in Connersville and Liberty is a family-owned funeral home. Urban Winkler Funeral Home considers it an honor to be selected to care for a family member at the time of a passing. The friendly staff at Urban Winkler Funeral Home pledges to care for all of your family needs to the best of their ability. 2 locations to serve you in Connersville at 513 West 8th Street, in Liberty at 310 North Main Street. South Dearborn will be kicking off for the second time here tonight. .17 on the first quarter clock.
Branstetter and Lynch deep for the kickoff from Kittle.
And over end taken by Spinals at the 12-yard line, heading to the far sidelines, and moving the ball up to the 31-yard line.
Rudy Branstetter on the return. He'll take it out to just short of the 30-yard line.
That's where the Spartans start, so they're own 30-yard line. Connersville will be putting the ball in play. There's a man coming wide to the near side. Snap from center. Handoff and up to the 35-yard line. Pick up of about 3-4 yards. So it'll be second down for Connersville. We'll call it 6.
James, that touchdown run by Jeffrey gets another $25 donation from our Score for Scholars sponsors tonight. Jeff and Anne-Marie Grove.
Ball at the
Jared Rollins,
35.
Nichols, along with McDonald's, our corporate sponsor.
Here comes a play. Hand it off into the far side, and pickup of a 1st and 10 as they move the ball to about the 44-yard line.
44-yard line, pickup of 9. Tackled on the play by Drake Keats of the Knights. It'll be a 1st and 10 for the Spartans at the ball at their own 44.
1st and 10 for the Spartans, still in their own territory at the 44-yard line. Down in this ball game by a 7-0 score early in the game. Here's the play. Gavin hands off, and the Spartans get the ball close to the 50. See what they spotted.
Circle on the carry for Connersville.
At the 48-yard line is where they'll place it down. Second down coming up for CHS. A 2nd and 6. Spartans started this drive back on the 30. There's a play on the far side, and the Spartan ball carrier is dropped for a loss.
Sean Sober gets him at the 47-yard line. Loss is 1. We'll bring up a third down.
The third down and 11 coming up for the Spartans with the ball placed at the 47-yard line. Their own 47.
Football boosters like to thank our sponsors.
Quickly out of the huddle come the Spartans. There's the snap from center. Coming to the near side, the ball carrier is Lynch. Passes off to number 3, Connersville, Chad Owens. And Chad gets across the 50-yard line. And in fact, he moves it to the 44 of South Dearborn.
That's good for a gain of 9, and that'll be a Connersville first down.
1st and 10 for the Spartans as they started the drive back on their own 30. Now they're in South Dearborn territory. Down in the game, 7-0 is the score. We have 7 minutes and 25 seconds to be played in the first 12-minute quarter. Quickly out of the huddle, the Spartans. Here's Spartan caught behind the line of scrimmage. It's a defensive move by the South Dearborn team. He moved it about to the Spartans, or the officials will place it down at about the 48-yard line of South Dearborn. Long yardage needed for the Spartans. Here's the snap. Lynch hands off. Ball carrier circle plunges into the line, but doesn't pick up a whole lot of yards.
Circle on the carry to the 46-yard line.
And ball placed at the 46 of South Dearborn, and it will be third down for Connersville. Third and about 13. Here we line up. Snap to Lynch. Looks for somebody to throw to, and he's, ball knocked away. The Spartans had it, and then they didn't have it.
Lynch's pass intended for Evan Schaefer is incomplete, batted away by Drake Pete.
It was Evan Schaefer was intended for, and he had a couple of guys around him, and one was able to bat it down. So it's 4th down for the Spartans, and a punting situation. Back to punt for Connersville is Cole Martin, number 15. Here's a snap from center. Nice kick by Cole, and the boy from South Dearborn intends to let it roll, and it's finally down by Connersville. And
Martin's punt going to be down at the 4-yard line.
Deep in their own territory, South Dearborn will take over for the second time in this ball game. They're up 7-0 over the Spartans. 5:35 left in the first period. So the Spartans go on defense after their drive. Started at the 30-yard line. They got into South Dearborn territory. They spread the offense, this Dearborn team. Here's a pass from Dixon, receiver, and he's down as he crosses the South Dearborn 30,
27-yard line. That's good
6-yard
for
line.
23, and that's another first down. South Dearborn.
Be a 1st and 10 for the Knights.
Three-winger ring at Buffalo Wings and Rings after tonight's game.
Send receivers, both right and left. Dixon calls the signals. Keeps the ball as he finds all his receivers covered. He picks up maybe a couple of yards. That's about it.
Ready for 2nd down and 10 now at the 26-yard line.
See when they spot the ball. They keep it right at the line of scrimmage, so it's 2nd and 10.
And they've got a loss of 1. 2nd and 11 from the 26.
South Dearborn 7, Connorsville nothing. This game being played at Aurora, Indiana.
Don't forget, your Knights take to the road next Friday night. They'll be traveling to Greensboro, taking on the
Dixon
Pirates.
comes to the near side to get the call from the coach. In his senior year here at South Dearborn. A high snap from center, and there's a handoff, and Spartan has the ball carrier by the ankle, and he goes around in circles a couple of times before he's finally brought down. Nice defensive move by the Spartans.
That's a loss of 4. Bring up a 3rd down and 15 coming up here for the Knights.
Good defense by CHS on that particular play. Just under 4 minutes left to play in the opening period. Knights ready to put the ball in play. Here's a snap from center. Dixon runs to his right and hits the receiver right near the line marker.
He's going to be down at the 36-yard line. That's good.
Ball spotted at the 36, their own 36, 35, 36-yard line. And it will be 4th and about a yard. And they are going to go for it. No punter is on the field for the Knights. See if the Spartan defense can hold. The ball carrier gets loose and picks up about 3 yards. That'll be enough for a 1st and 10. Spartans had him stopped for a second, it looked like, but he got free and moved the ball to the 40-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Knights. They get a new set of downs.
That's another free win or ring.
Up 7-0 in the game. We are in the 1st period. Spartan sets the defense. Oh, bad snap from center over the head of Dixon, and that's a big loss.
Dixon recovers the snap at the 30-yard line.
At the 30-yard line, so a big loss on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 20 yards for a 1st and 10 for the Knights. About their first miscue of the night, their first turnover. We hope it's a turnover. Let's see what the Spartans can do with it here. Connorsville sets the defense. Here is snap to Dixon. All his receivers, nope, he fires and he hits a man at the 29-yard line, but is ruled incomplete. Nice defense for Connorsville.
Bring up a 3rd down and 19 now for the Knights.
So it's
some of our other sponsors this year.
3rd down for the Knights. Again, 21 yards needed for the 1st and 10.
Hatfield Soft Wash Solution. Ken Dyer Plumbing. Friendship State Bank.
Here we go with the Knights in control. Clock running, 1 minute and 40 seconds left to play. Here's a little lob pass by Dixon. Ball carrier getting loose on the near sidelines, and he is finally dropped, but he gets into Connorsville territory. 1st and 10 as he got the yardage that they needed. See where they spot it. It'll be around the 41-yard line of Connorsville.
First and 10 for the Knights at the Spartan 41-yard line.
Connersville's defense trying to stop this South Dearborn team. Snap from center. Dixon hits another man. Whoop, ball popped out, and it's incomplete. He has a lot of time to try to find a receiver when he passes. A minute left to go in the opening period. Still no lights on here at South Dearborn. Knights line up. Dixon calls for the ball. Hits a receiver on the near side. He has really had good luck hitting receivers. A couple times they fell incomplete, but he fires the ball to his receivers real well. A couple of yards on that play and picked up. So it's third down. Snap from center. Here's a handoff, and immediately 2-3 Spartans hit the ball carrier. Finally bring him down, but he carries the Spartans with him for about 3 or 4 yards.
That's enough for a nice first down, but there's a penalty flag back at the 35.
There's a flag on the field. Let's see what the officials rule. Right now, the head official. Face mask against the Spartans.
And penalty will be a face mask call against the Spartans.
And they will mark off yardage down to the 30-yard line. That gives them a first down. We are near the end of the first period of this ball game. South Dearborn has a lead of 7-0, and they are going to get one more play off. Here's Dixon running to his right, fires, and it's nice defense by the Spartans as another incompleted pass.
Dixon's pass intended for Bartley falls incomplete. Covered on the play by the Spartans, Braxton Myers. We're going to face second down and 10 now for the night.
Ball will be spotted. Let's see where the officials rule it. The line of scrimmage, it's second down coming up. Knights out in front in Connersville territory again tonight in this game. Dixon awaits the snap. Here it is. Fires to the near side, complete. And the Spartans grabbed the receiver of the ball game, and that was Reese Willoughby. Thrown for a 1-yard loss on that play. So we have reached the end of the first period here at South Dearborn tonight. And the Knights, as we mentioned, have a 7-0 score as they scored on a turnover by CHS early in the ball game. It is events like this game that make our community such a great place in which to live, work, and play. And all of us at FCN Bank applaud the CHS Spartans for their hard work and dedication. Thank you for reminding us once again why we all choose to call this place home. FCN, building stronger communities, one great local event at a time. Go CHS Spartans, good luck. FCN Bank, member FDIC. Team will change directions here on the field.
We're going to start the second quarter. Let's introduce you to your South Dearborn cheerleaders tonight. Cambry Gilbert.
Second 12-minute quarter about to begin. And the ball is South Dearborn. The third down. They're in Spartan territory. And the ball will be at the 30.
Taylor Ferguson to be continued.
They get the 27-yard line. Dixon rolls out for a pass, hits a man on the near side, eludes a couple of tacklers, but not the third one as Spartan brings him down. Working on that was Brexton Bunch for the Spartans, who was the player that made the tackle.
That's a gain of 10. Bring up a 4th down and 1 for the Knights. Continuing your cheerleaders, Kara Ickenroth, Caroline Moeller, Hannah Porter, Emma Trowie. 4th down play coming up.
Here comes the play with North Dearborn. High snap from center, a handoff. Player gets through some of the Spartan defense, then it's finally dropped close to the 10-yard line.
Guthrie on the carry for the Knights. He pulls his way down to the 3-yard line at the gain of 13. Move the 6. So you got a 1st and goal coming up for your Knights. Fans, that is
it's a 1st and goal for South Dearborn.
That means you got 6 free wings or rings.
Ball spotted around the 5-yard line.
With the purchase of 6.
They're up by a touchdown and an extra point, this South Dearborn team. Here's the snap. Dixon tries to center the line and is thrown for a loss on the play.
We're going to be stopped at the 5. Loss of 2, bring up a 2nd and 5. Goal for the Knights from the 5-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 5-yard line of Connorsville. 2nd down. Again, Dixon comes in to get the play the coach wants. 10 minutes to go until halftime. Snap from center. Dixon fires to the near side. Incomplete. A couple of Spartan defenders were there to keep the intended receiver from catching the ball.
Hey, Knights. Want to know what time that soccer game is? What course is the girls' golf team playing at?
Clock stops at 9:49 on the incompleted pass.
Keep yourself in the loop and download the Event Link app today.
South Dearborn scored the game's only touchdown so far with 10 minutes and 17 seconds to play in the first quarter, and there's a timeout being called.
Before the 3rd goal play, Connorsville is taking their time.
Spartans will take the first time out of this ball game with 9:49 to go in the opening half. George's Pharmacy and Medical Equipment welcomes you to stop by our Connorsville location at 330 East 5th Street. George's is proud to offer you friendly hometown service and the convenience of free delivery. Also, our medical equipment staff is there to help with whatever you need. George's Floral and Gifts has that special something for any occasion, birthdays, weddings, bereavement, or to brighten someone's day. George's, we are here for you. 765-825-6251. Ready to resume play following the Spartan timeout.
All right, let's finish up your cheerleaders tonight. Shanna Tashane, Whitney Whitelock.
Spartans back on the field first. Now here come the Knights.
Maddie Finnegan, Ava Kramer. Here comes the 3rd goal play.
Tight formation this time by South Dearborn. There's a snap from center, and the ball carrier following his blockers, and that is Dixon, the quarterback. But the Spartans figure out that play they're going to run and drop the ball carrier.
We have 4th and goal now coming up for the Knights from the 6.
Now it's 4th down and goal. Ball resting near the 10. Here's the ball carrier being chased, and the Spartans stop him. Nice defense by Connorsville's unit. Spartans will take over deep in their own territory. Take over on downs. So they stop South Dearborn from a second score, and it remains South Dearborn 7 and the Spartans nothing. Now Connorsville ready to go to work. 9 minutes and 23 seconds to play in the first half. Spartans will go on the attack. The good thing is they have the football. The bad thing is the location. Here we go with the snap from center. Running with the ball game to the far side and dropped at about the 20-yard line.
Gavin Lynch on the carry for the Spartans.
Gavin Lynch carried the ball out of the quarterback spot
That's the Spartan first down.
and finally dragged down. See where they spot the ball. It'll be at the 25-yard line. So a 1st and 10 for Connorsville. Moved the ball well on that play from deep in South Dearborn territory. Snap from center. A handoff, and the ball carrier for the Spartans is brought down around the 21-yard line or 22-yard line. A loss on the play of a yard, so 2nd and 11.
Don't forget at halftime tonight, we'll be crowning the homecoming court, the Prince and Princess.
Spartans huddle here to
like to send a big shout out to
put the ball in play. Here they come.
Van Winkle and the boys down on US 50 in Aurora providing the vehicles tonight.
Coming near to the near side is Braden Pearson, a receiver for Connorsville. Here's a snap from center. Lynch rolls out, hits his man, number 3, Owens, and he is upended at the 30-yard line.
Pass complete to number 3, Chad Owens. Bailey Whitelock comes up from a safety spot and stops him at the 32-yard line. At the gain of 10.
Oh, replaced at the 32-yard line of Connorsville. So it will be 3rd and 1 for Connorsville. There's a snap, hand off to the Spartans, Gavin Pearson, and is dropped at about the
Pete tackles in for the Knights, but he gets first down yardage after the
30.
He
Place it.
That'll be a Spartan first down.
Official carry. There it is. He spots it at the 37-yard line. It's a 1st and 10, enough for 1st and 10 for Connorsville. Just under 7 minutes remain to be played in the first half. Here is Lynch running and firing a pass that is a little bit too long for the intended receiver on the far sidelines.
Chad Owens falls incomplete. They get the 2nd down and 10 now for the Spartans.
Ball will be spotted at the
road at Greensburg, taking on the Pirates at the kickoff at 7 p.m.
See where they place it down. We're at the 38-yard line. 2nd and 10 for Connorsville.
Those tickets tonight here in the lobby for only $20.
Quarterback hands off. A couple, 3 yards maybe is a gain as the
out to the 40. Pick up
as Mitchell Blakely, who carried the football for the Spartans. They'll place the ball at the 40-yard line. Spartans at their own 40. Down 7-0 in this ball game with 6 minutes left to play. first half.
Connersville going to take a timeout. Their second timeout of the half.
Spartans will call for a timeout,
So are other football boosters like
and they will huddle with their coaches.
How about Ken Meyer Plumbing? Friendship State Bank.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. And that's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Connersville Spartan Sports. Contact your local Edward Jones financial advisors, Gina Hartman, Devin Hornsby, and Gary Reebsummer for your investment needs. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
Don't forget at halftime tonight after the homecoming ceremonies. Also have tonight's Flip the Pot Jackpot.
An even 6 on the second quarter clock here at South Dearborn's Knight Field. Timeout's over. Here come the Spartans, hoping to keep control of this football and get into the end zone of the South Dearborn team. Connersville in their all-white traveling uniforms with the red numerals. Lynch takes a snap, fires long, and is incomplete at the 50-yard line. Knight defenders broke up that play by the Spartans. So it's 4th down for CHS. And 8 yards, so they will punt the ball away.
Paul Martin back at the 30 to punt it away. Bailey Whitelock at the next 25 away.
Second punt of the night coming up by the Spartans. High snap from center, but Martin catches it, brings it down, and the ball will bounce out of bounds at about the 23-yard line.
Ball's going to go out of bounds. No return for the Knights. They'll mark it at the 22-yard line.
So it will be South Dearborn's ball. They'll spot it at their own 22-yard line, so that's where the Knights begin.
Football boosters would also like to thank
Knights out in front, 7-0.
Marble and Stone, located in Florence, Kentucky.
Get the ball and are ready to go to work again. Dixon, number 4, calls a play. Looks for a receiver, and he's got one at the 31-yard line.
Dixon's pass caught by number 2, Blake Bartley, at the 32-yard line. Move!
They'll place it at the 32.
First down.
1st and 10 for the Knights. The Connersville 32-yard line.
3 wings and rings. You got waiting for you tonight. Buffalo wings and rings after the game.
Dixon has a ball, runs with it, gets into near the 50-yard line, and he is down. Nice run by the quarterback of South Dearborn. Ball spotted right at the 50, and it's 1st and 10 Knights. Here's Dixon on the near sidelines conferring with his coach. Let's see what the play is. Just under 5 minutes left to play in the first half. Here's a snap from center. Here's a pass, and it's incomplete.
Dixon's pass falls incomplete.
Spartan defender was Rudy Brandstetter. Prevented that pass from being complete. So it's 2nd down and 10 for South Dearborn, right at the 50-yard line. 4:43 left to play, first half. There's a snap from center. There's a handoff by Dixon. And loss on the play as the Spartan defense really held.
They're walking back to the 47-yard line. That's a loss of 3.
3-yard loss to make it second down and 13. Or correction, that's third down coming up for South Dearborn. So it's important that the Spartans hold here. 3rd and 13 at the South Dearborn 47-yard line. Here's Dixon. Long. Oh, nice defense by the Spartans. That was Cole Martin who broke up that play of South Dearborn.
4th and 13 for the night.
I have to give the South Dearborn line credit. They really protect the quarterback. And all night long, it seems he's had a long time to look downfield, try to find a receiver. Hasn't been successful all the time, but okay, here we go. Here's South Dearborn breaking. See what the Spartan defense does this time. Here's Dixon firing, and it is complete into Connersville territory at the 40-yard line.
Dixon's pass complete to Reese Willie along the sideline.
First down stops the clock at 3 minutes and 50 seconds left in the first half.
First down.
Dearborn quickly lines up. Here's Dixon firing long, and penalty flag out. That's against the Spartans on pass interference. Let's see what the refs rule. Afraid so. It's a costly mistake by the Spartans. Here come the officials conferring, and we'll get the official call from the ref.
Pass interference call against South Dearborn. Spartans will decline the penalty. It'll be a first down and 10.
So it will be against South Dearborn, but the Spartans decline the penalty. The Spartans want that football back. Ball will be placed at the 15-yard line. I think that's the 10-yard line.
The Knights take a timeout. Their first and a half will have 2 remaining.
So South Dearborn will take a timeout with the clock showing 3:43 to go in the opening half of this game here at South Dearborn. Know the signs of a concussion. After a sudden hit, jolt, or blow to the head, an athlete may display symptoms right away, or they may feel fine to go back into the game, only to show symptoms 20 or 30 minutes later. If you suspect a concussion, pull the athlete out of practice or the game at once. Parents, you're in the best position to notice any changes other than maybe recognizable. Recovery takes several days or weeks depending on how serious it is. Returning to sports too soon increases the chances of another injury. Always follow your doctor's advice on when it's safe to get back in the game. Learn more at readhealth.com. We have 3:43 left to play in the first half tonight. South Dearborn scored early in the game, and that's been it. 7-0, the Knights lead.
Couple of carries for the Spartans, no gain on the play. Hatfield stops in for the Knights. 2nd and 10 now for Connersville.
Spartans have the ball deep in their own territory. Here they come. Lynch calls the signals. Tries to run over the right side of the line of South Dearborn, and he is stopped.
Lynch keeps it for Connorsville.
Let's see where they spot the ball.
Still at the 10-yard line, no gain, 3rd and 10.
Still at the line of scrimmage near the 10-yard line. Connorsville huddles. Here comes Lynch in from the sidelines as the Spartan quarterback runs to the sidelines to pick up the play from the coach. Here they come. Clock starts with a little over 2 minutes to go in the first half.
Connorsville taking a timeout before the snap.
And now here is another timeout coming up.
3rd and 10 still. That's the 3rd and final timeout of half for the Spartans.
2:13 left to play. 3rd timeout by the Spartans, and that's it for the first half. They want to talk the play over with the coach and his assistants on the far sidelines.
Check of other scores. Batesville leads Rushville 6-0.
Tonight's ball game being brought to you on TV3 by American Heritage Realty, George's Pharmacy and Medical Equipment, by Reed Health Connorsville, Don's Auto Sales and Tires, Edward Jones Financial Advisor. Just some of the fine people who are bringing you Spartan football here on TV3. Timeout's over. Let's see what the Spartans decide they want to do. They're deep in their own territory. 2 minutes and 13 seconds showing the clock to be played in the first half. Here we go. Spartans have got a couple of guys split. There's a pass almost intercepted by a South Dearborn player.
Lynch's pass across the middle is incomplete. Will Yock had the coverage for tonight. 4th and 10 coming out for the Spartans. Cole Martin coming on the punt.
So it's going to be 4th down for Connorsville, and they'll have to give up the football. Here comes Cole Martin in to do the punting. 2 minutes, 7 seconds on the clock. Standing in the end zone is Martin. Gets the ball away, and it comes down around the 48-yard line, crosses the 50-yard line, and picked up by a South Dearborn player who heads on the far sideline, and he will put the ball in play in Connorsville territory. Fans here at South Dearborn like that play.
It'll be 1st and 10 for South Dearborn.
Trying to find where the Spartans or the officials will place the ball. And it will be in Connorsville territory.
Ball will be at the
21-yard line of Connorsville. Under 2 minutes to go, first half. And they're working off yardage right now against South Dearborn.
Penalty is a block in the back against the Knights. And it's going to be a
big penalty
off from the spot of the foul. So that's going to put the ball back.
They're still walking. They will
back to midfield.
Place the ball at the 50-yard line.
1st and 10 for the Knights at the 50.
Trying to see what the officials rule. They're going to mark off some more yardage. Down to the 45-yard line of South Dearborn. That's where they'll take over. Well, remember to get maybe in a face mask. I'm not certain what the officials called, but it was a large walk-off anyway. Here is Dixon firing, and
Dixon pass intercepted by number 3, Chad Owens.
The Spartans intercepted
It'll be Spartan ball.
that ball,
21-yard line. They got the 22.
and unfortunately we couldn't see the number of the player, but a great catch, great interception by Connersville. So with 1 minute and 46 seconds showing on the first half clock, the Spartans will put the ball in play. It will be at the 21-yard line. Here come the Spartans. Lynch in traffic, fires long and almost intercepted by South Dearborn.
Lynch's pass. Incomplete. Bailey Whitelock had the
Spartans were bothering the intended receiver, and he bobbled the ball. So second down for them. Here come the Spartans. There's the ball carrier, and he is caught and pushed backwards.
Owens on the carry. Drop for a 1-yard loss by Nate Kruger tonight.
Loss on the
21-yard line.
play of a yard. The 3rd and 10 for Connersville. Clock shows just a little over a minute to play in the first half. Here come the Spartans breaking from the huddle.
Can't walk through there. No.
Here comes the play. Spartan is dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Looks like about a
Lynch sacked back
4 or 5 yard loss.
It's a loss of 6.
40 seconds on the clock here in the opening half. South Dearborn 7, Connersville nothing.
And South Dearborn's taking a timeout with 40 seconds left in the half.
Another timeout being taken. This one, of course, by South Dearborn because the Spartans have used up their 3. South Dearborn scoring early in the ball game. Just over 10 minutes left to play, and they capitalized on a Spartan turnover and ran it into the end zone. Play about to be resumed here as we are nearing the end of the first half. Spartans punting the ball away. It's a high one that will come down at the Connersville 48-yard line. Picked up by South Dearborn, running along the sidelines. And the ball is forced out of bounds in Connersville territory around the 40.
To the 29-yard line, so right to begin there, 1st and 10.
Correction, make that around the 30. They will be placing it down at the 29-yard line of Connersville. South Dearborn fall. Here come the Knights. Here Dixon running to his left. Fires long, got a man in the end zone. No, I don't think the official's ruling. I don't.
Pass complete to number 2, Blake Bartley. They're marching down at the 2-yard line.
Let's see where they place the football.
First and goal coming up for the Knights.
It's around the 2-yard line for South Dearborn. A good pass play by Dixon. Under 20 seconds to be played in the game. Now the Spartan defense really needs to dig in here but to keep South Dearborn from crossing the center line or crossing the goal line. There he is, and looks like he's
Guthrie takes it into the end zone for the night touchdown. We got flags on the play.
there are penalty flags down. Dixon made it into the end zone. Let's see what the ruling is. 12 seconds to go, first half. Officials conferring.
Penalty is an unsportsmanlike conduct call against the Knights.
A loss on the play. Some of the South Dearborn fans are not appreciative of what the officials are doing. And the refs are still talking and then leaving and then getting back together. So ball going to be placed around the 5-yard line, I believe. South Dearborn's ball.
Conduct call against the Knights. It will be assessed on the kickoff. So Manford's now in to attempt to turn after.
Spartan defense. No, apparently we had a touchdown, which we didn't see the signal. Here's the point after try. It was blocked by Spartan.
Kick is blocked. Point after, no good.
Good job by the Connersville team. Evan Schaefer was the guy who blocked that. And it's a 13-0 score with 12 seconds to play in the first half. Score in favor of South Dearborn. Getting ready for the kickoff by the Knights. Ball placed at the 40. Now the officials want to talk about it. We're going to work some yardage off, so it won't be at the 40. It won't be at the 35. It won't be at the 30. It'll be at the 25 is where South Dearborn will be kicking off to the Spartans as we near the end of the first half.
Kickoff after the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty from the 25.
They're ruling a 15-yard mark off for unsportsmanlike contact on the Knights. Kick coming up. Again, just 12 seconds remaining to be played in the first half.
That are deep for Connersville.
Short kick caught by Martin at the 50-yard line.
Covered by number 17,
and it's the Spartans and will take over at the 50-yard line.
We'll make it the 50.
With 11 seconds remaining in this first half. South Dearborn out in front, 13-0. Okay, here we go. Final play of the first half of this ballgame. Lynch takes a hand off, fires long, and the intended receiver is knocked down by a South Dearborn boy. The intended receiver for the Spartans was Evan Schaefer.
Pete had covered for the Knights. 2nd and 10.
Well, that stops the clock at 6 seconds. Incomplete pass. Comes the play in from the Spartan sidelines. Spartan for the tight formation here. And Lynch takes a
The Knights will take a
knee and lets the clock expire. And we've reached halftime here tonight in this game at South Dearborn, with the Spartans trailing 13-0, as it was a score by South Dearborn early and late in the first half. So a lot of play in between the two touchdowns by the Knights. In the opening seconds of the ball game, very first play from scrimmage, Connorsville's Braden P. was injured and taken off the field by unit. So we hope the best for Braden. We haven't received any kind of a report. So we would like to remind you that the Spartan game on TV3 is being brought to you in part by FCN Bank, by Foles Flooring, Mancino's Pizza and Grinders, Urban Winkler Funeral Home, by Wilson Lawson Myers Insurance Agency, Eye Center of Connorsville. 13-0, South Dearborn leads. They're getting ready for the homecoming celebration here tonight. Also be honoring the National Guard. And we're going to pause here for just a second. What do you want to say? We're going to stop here for a while during the entertainment here. We're going to take this break at the half, and I'd like to let you know, our viewers, to subscribe to Local TV3 on YouTube, and in the second half we'll continue on a new stream. We appreciate you doing that for us.
The gain of 6, and that'll be a Spartan first down.
Welcome back, everybody, to South Dearborn and the Spartans game with the Knights of this South Dearborn team. We are in the third period. We had some technical difficulties, but they've been resolved, and we are in the third with 8 minutes and 38 seconds to play. In the opening minutes of this third quarter, the Spartans, a great goal line defense to prevent South Dearborn from getting another TD. And right now the Spartans, they took over on downs and are in action right now, their own end of the field, and we've just had a penalty called at the 25 or 26 yard line. Let's see who it's against. Holding penalty appears. See if the officials are ruling. No, it's going to be against the Spartans. Illegal procedure. Penalty declined by South Dearborn. It's going to be a second down and about 8 for Connorsville to keep the football in their own territory, down 13-0 in this ball game. Spartans line up. Here's the play up through the middle, and it's a short gain to the 30-yard line is where the ball will be spotted. So it's going to be 3rd and 6 for Connorsville, their own 30. Spartans break from the huddle. Gavin Lynch is the quarterback for CHS, number 15. Here's the snap from center. A long pass that is just out of the fingertips of the intended receiver. That was Rudy Brandstetter, who had a step on his defender, but he just couldn't hang on to the football. So now 4th down, and looks as though the Spartans will be punting the football once again. South Dearborn, if you just joined us, scored early in the ball game and late in the first half.
Dick.
Yeah, Cole Martin is in to do the punting. Couple of South Dearborn players at the 35-yard line. Here's a boot. It's a short one. It will come down at the 42-yard line. So that's where South Dearborn's Knights will take over.
Knights take over for Quintana throw.
They'll be at their own 42-yard line. 7 minutes and 27 seconds to be played in the third period. This is game number 4 of the football season. Going into tonight's game, the Spartans still looking for a victory, while a 2-game win streak by North Dearborn. They are 2-1. Spartans 0-3. Here's a pass that's complete in Connersville territory. It'll be down at the 43-yard line. Let's make it the 38. 39 was finally placed down. Next week, the Spartans will be in Rushville for a game, and they'll be home on the 27th to meet Jennings County. And that will be homecoming night at CHS. Here we go with South Dearborn. Player getting free along the far sidelines, picking up the first down, finally brought down by the Spartans to 32.
6-yard line, gain of 18. South Dearborn.
They will move the stakes. 6:46 left to play. Third period here at South Dearborn with the Knights out in front, 13-0. Ball finally spotted down at the 26-yard line of Connersville. First and 10 for South Dearborn. Here's a snap from center. Drew. Pass complete, and the carrier is loose, and he is in the end zone. Third touchdown for South Dearborn tonight. 6:09 on the third quarter clock when this score occurred. Puts the score at 19-0 in favor of the Knights, and now we're getting ready for the extra point.
Fans, tonight's IHS.
Knights go for 2.
Confusion on the field right now. We were getting ready for the extra point try, and one of the coaches ran out, and one of the South Dearborn coaches ran out onto the field, and the official stopped play. And that's a 2-point conversion try, and it is missed.
2-point conversion is incomplete.
So the Knights, they've scored 3 times, but on 2 occasions have not been able to get the extra point across. So we're getting ready for the South Dearborn kickoff to the Spartans. Don's Auto Sales and Tires at 126 West 2nd Street gives you the very best deal in tires. Don's has all major brands available in stock and in all price ranges. You can rely on Don's Auto Sales and Tires in business for over 40 years. And Don's Auto Sales has a large selection of quality pre-owned vehicles in prices ranging from $1,000 to $30,000. Need new tires or a quality vehicle? Available from Don's Auto Sales and Tires, 126 West 2nd Street. The phone number is 825-7730. Here's the kick. It is taken at the Spartans' 30-yard line. and a big pileup around the 37.
Brandstetter returning for the Spartans. Connersville starts this drive 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Spartans take over in their own territory, down by a 19-0 score. Here comes CHS, lining up. Here's Lynch running with the ball, running to his right. Takes a corner and is off behind the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 coming up for Connersville.
Be a loss on the play by the Spartans. Second down coming up for CHS. Here's a play. Lynch being chased back. Finally fires the pass.
Lynch's pass.
And it's complete.
To gain a yard of 1 after the 29-yard line. Tackling in there was Drake Keith for the night. 3rd and 9 now coming up for Connersville.
Ball resting at the 39-yard line. It will be 3rd and 9, a pickup of 1. Gavin Lynch calls the signals. Takes the ball, runs to his right. Got a man out at the 50-yard line. Ball pops loose. The officials rule.
Lynch's pass intended for Chad Owens.
They're going to rule an incomplete pass. There's a Spartan down right now at the, see where is that, at the 30-yard line. Here come the medical people out. Try to determine who the player is on the ground for CHS. The second player injured for Connersville, Braden P., was hurt in the first play from scrimmage. 54. Player that is 54. Looks like another leg injury. That's what Braden P. apparently suffered.
Check local scores here in the IAC. Third quarter score at East Central 35, Franklin County 0.
Trying to determine who's down right now. And it's Dallas Langley, number 58. He's a senior, 6'2" senior at CHS. Well, he's up. Dallas wears number 58, 6'2", one of the Spartans linemen. Well, being helped off the field on the far sidelines is where the Spartans bench is. Yeah, he's favoring a leg, walking off here.
Cole Martin coming in to turn away for
Okay, play is about to be resumed.
Whitelock. Also Timmy Dixon about deep for tonight.
We're in the third period play here at South Dearborn tonight. 4:24 on the clock, and it's a 19-0 lead in favor of the South Dearborn Knights. Spartans has the ball. 4th and 9, so they'll be punting. They're in their own territory, so Cole Martin has been a busy guy tonight. Here's a snap, a good one, and a good punt. Taken at the 35-yard line to the 40, 45, 50. South Dearborn runner getting loose for No, here's a loose ball picked up by Connorsville and into the end zone for CHS is number 27. And that is Cole Martin, who punted the ball. And the Spartans have see what the official ruling is. Thank you. And I'm not sure what happened. The officials apparently don't know either. Well, they're pointing to the end zone of the Spartans, and they point to the end zone of South Dearborn. Right now, the ball is around the 25-yard line.
It's a call of blocking below the waist against Connorsville.
I'm going to call a foul against the Spartans, a blocking foul. And they're marking off some yardage. The official is nearing the 40-yard line. He's going to place it down at the 39.
39-yard line where it's Spartan ball.
15-yard mark off against the Spartans. It will be at the 39-yard line of South Dearborn. Been an unusual ball game here at South Dearborn tonight. Spartans have the football. And prepare to go to work here. They're in South Dearborn territory. There's a snap to Lynch. Laterals the ball, loose ball. And a fumble by CHS, recovered by South Dearborn. So that stops the Spartans' hopes of scoring on this series of plays. Another turnover by CHS. South Dearborn ball. It'll be placed at the, see if we can figure out just, well, they're picking the football. Nope, he left the football. It's at the 43-yard line of South Dearborn. The Knights taking over on the turnover by the Spartans. Just under 4 minutes left to go in the third period. So the Knights up by 3 touchdowns, have the football. Here Dixon, quarterback, getting some protection, and now firing a pass that is intercepted by the Spartans. It was tipped and it came down on the arms of the Spartans, so they get the football back on a turnover by South Dearborn. So the offensive unit for Connorsville comes back in.
Penalty is a holding call against the Knights. Connorsville will decline the penalty, and the Spartans have the ball at midfield.
So it will be Spartan ball, trailing 19-0. Really hoping to hit that end zone this time. CHS ready to go to work. Man in motion for the Spartans. Here's Lynch rolling out, being chased. Can't find any protection and is down. A loss on the play. And it will be at the 45-yard line of Connorsville.
Back at the 45-yard line, loss of 5.
So it's second down and 15 for CHS. Spartans just having trouble getting kind of offense going tonight. .312 on the third quarter clock. See what happens this time. This is a tight formation for Connorsville. Lynch rolls out, being chased, fires, and out of the reach of the intended receiver, Chad Owens.
Lifted pass intended for number 3.
So the
Incomplete.
ball comes back to the line of scrimmage,
39-yard
and it is third down.
Penalties, a holding
Third
call
and
against the
15.
Spartans. Walking back against the Spartans.
Ball resting at the Connersville 40-yard line.
Penalties declined by the Knights. Incomplete pass will bring up a third down and 15 now for the Spartans.
From CHS. Clock running, under 3 minutes to play in the third. Lynch runs out. Pass is incomplete. Ball intended for Evan Schaefer. But and it is a fourth down situation and 15. And here comes the punter. Martin ready to go for another punt. High punt, which will go out of bounds at about the 12.
Punt out of bounds.
So that's where the Knights will take over. Deep in their own territory, they're up 19-0. As we have 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in the third period. South Dearborn going into tonight's game, 2 wins and 1 loss, while the Spartans are winless in 3 games. About as deep as the Knights have started a drive deep in their own territory tonight. There's a lot of protection for the quarterback. Not finding anybody open, he runs to the far sideline, gets to the 40-yard line, keeps going, finally rolled out of bounds at around the 41 or 42. That's where South Dearborn will put the ball in play when it'll be at the 30. See where they spot the football. They'll be spotting it at the 36-yard line. They're on 36, the South Dearborn, as they go to work. See what play they call.
Timeout being taken by the Knights.
Well, there's going to be a timeout taken by South Dearborn if they want to huddle with their coach and see what kind of plays he would run. Wilson Lawson Myers Insurance Agency is dedicated to protecting you and your family at a price you can afford. Wilson Lawson Myers are licensed insurance professionals striving to be your agency of choice. Wilson Lawson Myers is an independent agency representing numerous companies for all your needs. Finding the right insurance begins with finding the right agency. And that is Wilson Lawson Myers Insurance Agency at 521 Central Avenue in Connersville. Phone 825-5111. Timeout's over, and the Knights will have the football, and they have the lead. See what the play is for them. Ball at the 36. They're on 36. Here's Dixon with the football, finding a hole in that Spartan defense, and he is on the near sidelines, running out of bounds at the 30.
Goes out of bounds at the 32-yard line. That's the gain of
See where they place it down at the 32-yard line is where it was spotted in Connersville territory. 1st and 10 for South Dearborn. Up by a 19-0 score. 2 scores in the first half, 1 in the opening half, 1 in the one in the first quarter, 1 in the second quarter. And the Spartan defender catches the ball carrier, and that is Landon Cirqua, who drags the ball carrier South Dearborn down. And it's going to be 2nd down and 9, so he picked up a yard, the ball carrier for South Dearborn. And a couple of men wide to the right and to the left. See if a pass is coming up by South Dearborn. Nope, it's a handoff by the quarterback, and the ball carrier is spotted about the 20-yard line.
They'll mark him down at the
See where it's spotted.
23-yard line. That's a gain of 8. A 3rd down and 1 for the night.
Placed down at the 22-yard line of Connersville. South Dearborn has 3rd and 1 coming up. South Dearborn trying for their 3rd straight win of the season. Final minute of the 3rd period. They are putting the ball in play. And here's a pass to the near side. A guy on the sidelines is in. On the near sidelines, there's only one Spartan defender, and he got around him and into the end zone for their 4th touchdown tonight. And they put the score at 25-0. That occurring with 41 seconds remaining in the 3rd period. There's a point after. This will be a kick. They've been unsuccessful on their last 2 attempts to get an extra point. Oh, bad snap from center, and the ball is picked up by a South Dearborn boy, and he is brought down by Connersville. That was Braxton Myers who dragged the South Dearborn player down after the bad snap. The loose ball, he picked it up, thought he'd run into the end zone, but Braxton stopped that. So it is a 25-0 game in favor of South Dearborn, and there are 41 seconds left to play in the 3rd period. 4th touchdown of the night by South Dearborn. Connersville ready to receive the kickoff.
Brandstetter and Lynch back deep, awaiting the kickoff by Kittle.
South Dearborn lines the ball up, and the kicker approaches the ball and on his way. It'll be taken by Spartan at the 25-yard line on the far sidelines. Good run back by CHS.
Gavin Lynch on the return for Connersville takes it from his 20.
Ball player was the ball carry was forced out of bounds, and it will be the officials determining where they're going to place the ball down. Right around the 40-yard line. Their own 40 is where the Spartans will be taking over.
Milo on top of South Decatur, 42-6.
CHS will have the football and try once again to hit that end zone. Tight formation by Connorsville. Here's a snap to Lynch. And the ball carries down right around the line of scrimmage.
They gain a yard out to the 40-yard line. Pick up a second down and 9 now for the Spartans.
Pickup of 1 for Connorsville, second down and 9. As the clock is ticking down to 15 seconds near the end of this third period.
Send a shout out to the chain gang tonight.
And the clock will run to 0, so we have completed 3 quarters of this ball game at South Dearborn tonight, and it is a 25-0 score in favor of the host Knights here at South Dearborn. Now in this 43rd year of assisting buyers and sellers of residential, farm, and commercial properties in all of East Central Indiana is American Heritage Realty. American Heritage Realty's staff of knowledgeable and experienced real estate brokers is ready to provide you with expert advice when you're buying or selling real estate. American Heritage Realty is located at 603 West 30th Street in Connorsville. The phone number is 765-825-1103. That's 765-825-1103. Everyone at American Heritage Realty says, good luck, Spartans. Final quarter about to begin here at South Dearborn tonight.
Joining the game gang this evening is Sam Goodall and Scott Willoughby.
And the offense has been all South Dearborn. Spartans have really struggled trying to get into that end zone.
Fans don't forget Dollars for Scholars are having their annual fall raffle. First prize is a quarter of a beef. Second prize, half a hog. Thanks to Wayne's Meat from 654-3682 for the processing. For a $5 donation, they'll give it away at Saturday at Farmers Fair.
Okay, here we go with Spartans have the football. Here's a handoff by Gavin Lynch, and starting around the corner and slipping and falling, Landon Circlip for CHS.
Loss of 1. Third and 9 coming up for Connorsville.
So the Spartans now need 11 yards for the first down. This is third down as we begin the final period. Lynch takes a snap, fires long, and incomplete at the 47-yard line. So fourth down coming up, and Cole Martin will be asked to punt again. So the Dearborn Knights will be getting the football. Got one man deep at the 35-yard line. Snap from center, a little bit low, but Martin gets the kick away, and it will come down around the 50-yard line and roll out of bounds. So the Knights will have great field position as they take over the ball game here early in the final period. Officials are going to place the football at the 47-yard line. At their own 47, as we said, they're great field position. The Knights go to work again on offense. A windy night in Aurora, Indiana. Here's a snap from center, and the ball carrier in the far sidelines gets across the 50-yard line and into Spartan territory at the 48-yard line is where it'll be placed. Not quite enough for first and 10. It'll be 2nd and 5 for the Knights. The Knights have changed the quarterback. They now have a sophomore in there, Reese Willoughby. Wears number 12. Here's a snap from center. There's a handoff. A runner is a little bit short. No, he keeps going. I thought he was stopped, but he keeps going and picks up enough yardage for a first and 10. Down to the 35-yard line. He apparently was stopped at about the 43 or 40-yard line. He kept going, dragging tacklers with him. There's a flag on the play. There's going to be a mark off against South Dearborn. It'll be to the 49-yard line of Connorsville. So the Knights go to work.
Penalty against the Knights for illegal hugging, we were calling it.
Spread offense by South Dearborn. Snap to the quarterback, and the ball dropped at the line of scrimmage by an intended receiver for South Dearborn. So now it's 3rd and 6 for South Dearborn. Time for a defensive stand by Connorsville. Did he force a punt? Get the football back? Who knows? Here's the snap. Ball carrier is tripped up. The flags are flying all over the field here. We see 3 yellow flags. See what the refs rule. Face mask against the Spartans. Okay. Just when you thought you might get the football back. 15-yard penalty against the Spartans at a very crucial time here in the 4th period. Spartans trailing in this ball game by 4 TDs. So it will be South Dearborn ball at the Connorsville 39-yard line, 1st and 10, and they're up in this game 25-0. South Dearborn, here's the pitch out by the quarterback, and finally Connorsville drags the ball carrier down, but it took them a while to get that done. Landon Herner, a sophomore here at South Dearborn High, was a ball carrier. Ball will be placed at the Connorsville 42-yard line, 42 and a half. Spread offense by South Dearborn. Long count. Here's a quarterback firing the ball to the near side. He eludes a would-be tackler by Connorsville. And another touchdown by the Knights. Boy, they manufacture them in a hurry. Makes the score 31-0 in favor of South Dearborn. Fans here at South Dearborn and enjoying this game tonight against the Spartans.
Manford in for the point after.
There's a kick. Try for the point after. It's on its way. And good. That is the 32nd point of the night for South Dearborn. Comes with 8 minutes and 48 seconds left to play. So the Spartans will be again getting ready to receive a kick after a South Dearborn touchdown. The place to eat in Connersville is Mancino's Pizza and Grinders, 303 West 30th Street. Dine inside or carry out, at home or where you work. Delivery from Mancino's is always free. The number to call is 825-6155. Choose from a large menu, and there is a special youngsters menu. Choose the house specialty, the Great Spartan Classic. Enjoy the sports atmosphere by viewing all the Spartan sports memorabilia. Mancino's Pizza and Grinders, 303 West 30th. Open daily, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Phone number 825-6155. A proud Spartan booster. South Dearborn up in this ball game as there's the ball that is on the far side. Rolls out of bounds. I don't believe it was touched by a Spartan. So on the, see when the refs decide to place the ball. Well, the Spartans go on the offense again. There's a penalty flag. I don't know what that's all about right now. The head official, the referee's carrying the football around on the far sidelines. See where he's going with it. He's to the 40-yard line.
After the penalty on the night, kickoff going out of bounds. Connersville begins 1st and 10 from the 35.
The 35-yard line is where the ball is spotted, and Connersville will go to work now. Here's the handoff. Nope, no handoff. Now finally a pitch out and to a ball to a Spartan, but South Dearborn defender right there, and it'll be near the line of scrimmage. They may have lost a yard. So it'll be 2nd down and 11 for Connersville. Their own territory. Score is South Dearborn 32 and the Spartans nothing. We're in the final period.
And head forward in Lawrenceburg. Also our gold sponsors.
Spartans break from the huddle.
Tanya Hare of NLR Mortgage.
So Lynch, he runs to his left and is down right around the line of scrimmage. No, he lost yardage on that, about 4-yard lines. It's back at the 30-yard line. And it is 3rd down. 3rd and 15 for Connersville, their own territory. CHS lines up. Just over 7 minutes remaining in this ball game. Here's a play up to the middle. The ball carrier is down at the 30-yard line. So it's going to be 4th and 15 for Connersville.
No gain on the play by Connersville. 4th and 15 coming up for the Spartans. Martin going in the punt formation.
So it will be a punting situation for Connersville. Martin will stand at the 20-yard line. It is high and will come down and around the 43, 44-yard line. Caught by a Knight, but it gets away from him, but a teammate falls on it, so they will have possession. Their offensive unit comes onto the field. 6:23 remains in the game. South Dearborn out in front by a 32-0 score. They have the football. A lot of wind here tonight in Aurora. Here comes a play. Pitch out to the runner coming to the near side. Cuts the corner. Gets by a couple of Spartans. Finally down. And the Knights again with a big gain in this ball game. The ball was carried by the South Dearborn Blake Bartley. He's a junior. Right now there's a conference. There's a flag on the field at the 50-yard line. Apparently going to be against the Knights as they start to walk off for yardage. It's some big penalties tonight on both teams.
Personal foul against the Knights.
Okay.
Back to the 35-yard line.
Ball spotted at their own 35 for South Dearborn. Up in this ball game, 32-0. We have just over 6 minutes remaining.
First and 21.
Knights put the ball in play. Runner runs to his right. Spartan catches him near the line of scrimmage.
Bringing up the second down and 25.
No, in fact, they lost by South Dearborn to make it a 2nd and 15. Their own end of the field. Up by a comfortable 32-0 score. Knights go to work. Quarterback fades for a pass. Heaves a long one, and it's out of the reach of the intended receiver. And nice defense by the Spartan. That was on him and following him all the way. So defending that pass was Spartans number 20, Bryce Walker. It stops the clock, the incompleted pass at 5:17. They're down on 25 for South Dearborn. They've been able to convert on most of those situations tonight, but not on that one, as the Spartan defender was out there to break up the play. That was Hunter Jones who was able to keep the South Dearborn receiver from catching the ball. So it's 4th down for the Knights, 4th and 25. And they will apparently go for it. Of course, up by a comfortable score. Well, a whistle stops the play, and
Timeout taken by the Knights.
Timeout is taken by South Dearborn. Clock reads 5:12. Scoreboard reads 32-0 South Dearborn. They are sending in a lot of reserve players. That was the reason for the timeout. So some young players getting varsity experience here tonight for South Dearborn.
Bingo night hosted by your South Dearborn opening night and showcase show flyers. It'll be from 7 to 9 at the First Baptist Church in Aurora. Tickets are $20 in advance.
Okay, with all the new guys in there for South Dearborn. It's a 4th down and 25 for them to keep the football and get a new set of downs. No, they are punting. They suddenly decided to line up in punt formation. Spartans catch the football at the 25. Their own 25. Gavin Lynch, who caught the football for CHS. 1st and 10 for CHS. Their own 25-yard line. Again, the Spartans will be in Rushville a week from tonight to take on the Lions. New players coming in from the sidelines for Connorsville. Now they break from the huddle. Let's see what happens. Well, there's a flag. Let's see what's happened if the officials.
Flag on the field.
Not sure what this is all about.
Be a delay game call against the Spartans.
Delay a game against the Spartans, and that's happened all too often this year. Just one of those mistakes that shouldn't occur. So the Spartans are now will be at 1st and 15. Comes a play up to the middle, ball carrier. And no, he runs to his left and loses some yardage, a couple of yards. So it's going to be 2nd and 17 for Connorsville.
Got a loss of 2, making it 2nd and 17.
4 minutes and 38 seconds remain. Let's see what play the Spartans will run. 2nd and long, deep in their own territory. Here's a play across up through the center. 3rd down coming up for the Spartans. No gain on the play.
Out to 22. Actually, a gain of 2 then would bring up a 3rd down and 15.
So we'll call it 3rd down and 17 for the Spartans. So the South Dearborn Knights, about to win their 3rd straight ball game tonight, have a record of 3-1. Spartans will fall to 0-4. There's a pass attempt on the far sideline, which is incomplete.
Lynch's pass incomplete, broken up by the Knights. Bring us a 4th down and 15 for Connorsville.
So 4th down for Connorsville.
Have 18 first downs tonight. If you're wearing your team fan gear,
Cole Martin will be asked to punt once again. He'll be standing right on the 10-yard line. On his own 10. South Dearborn player goes to his 45-yard line, and he will watch the football hit and roll around and finally down by a Connorsville player at the 41-yard line.
37 on the punt, nothing on the return.
At the South Dearborn 41 is where the Knights once again will go on the offense. Just over 3 minutes remaining in tonight's game. Knights quickly out of the huddle. Here's a handoff coming to the near side of the runner, grabbed by a Spartan and down.
T.J. Rogers on the carry for South Dearborn.
Spartan is on the ground, not getting up, and the officials stop the play. It is Braden Pearson, who wears number 5 for the Spartans. Nope, we were wrong here as we finally get a good look at the number on his uniform. And this is Mitchell Blakely.
_STDub. That's _STDUB. They'd like to thank South Dearborn for
Eye Center of Connersville provides vision care for every member of your family. This includes treatment for eye diseases and injuries, just one of its many services. Services that include glasses and contacts, frames for every budget, sunglasses, a large selection of eyewear. Complete vision care for every member of your family. Yours at Eye Center of Connersville. Scheduling an appointment for a complete eye exam is as easy as a phone call to 825-6000. Eye Center of Connersville, located at 2045 Virginia Avenue. Well, the injury situation is resolved and play is resumed here in South Dearborn.
Guess what? South Dearborn first down.
The ball will be placed at the 47-yard line. South Dearborn goes into action and picks up a little yardage. They run to the far side. Get the ball to about the 42-yard line as it's spotted.
42-yard line, 2nd and 5 coming up for the night.
Here come the Knights in Connersville territory. South Dearborn up 32-0. There's a loose ball picked up by a South Dearborn boy.
Incomplete pass on the play. Justin McGraw taking snaps now for South Dearborn. 35 coming up.
So where the ball is going to be spotted, the officials are going to place it at about the 42 of Connersville. Ball game is nearing its end here tonight. We have under 2 minutes left to play. South Dearborn firing a pass that is incomplete at the 30-yard line. Several Spartans around the intended receiver, and they were successful in breaking up the play. So we go to 4th and 5 for South Dearborn. Ball at the 42-yard line of Connersville. Here come the Knights breaking. Quarterback, a lot of time to fire a pass, and it is deep and complete. Spartan defender out there trying to keep him from scoring. That's Hayden Turney, but the receiver had a couple of steps on him and was able to grab the ball. Another touchdown for South Dearborn. 38-0 now is the score. Extra point try coming up by the Knights. Kick is on its way. It's good. Point number 39 for South Dearborn in this ball game tonight. So the Spartans will be lining up here to receive a South Dearborn kick. You'll find the answer to your every flooring need at Foles Flooring at 301 Beach Street in Connersville. Yes, Foles Flooring has a large selection of carpet and tile, also vinyl and laminates, luxury vinyl tiles and hardwoods. You'll receive a free estimate on your choice of flooring, plus expert installation. Their friendly staff will help you through the entire process. Foles Flooring also provides bathroom upgrades, remodeling, and custom shower systems. At 301 Beach Street in Connersville, 765-692-0800 is the phone number. Okay, here we go with the kick of this ball game. 50 seconds show on the clock as the Spartans will be receiving it. South Dearborn is a good solid ball club.
Sets back for the Knights.
Okay, the Spartans will be putting the ball in play around the 20-yard line. That's where the official will place it down. Clock is running and it's about to expire here. I don't think the Spartans will get a play off. So the final score of this ball game will be the South Dearborn Knights 39 and the Connersville Spartans nothing. This Spartan game on TV3 has been brought to you by American Heritage Realty, George's Pharmacy and Medical Equipment, Reed Health Connersville, Don's Auto Sales and Tires, Edward Jones Financial Advisor, FCN Bank, Foles Flooring, Mancino's Pizza and Grinders, Urban Winkler Funeral Home, Wilson Lawson Myers Insurance Agency, High Center of Connersville. They bring you the Spartan games here on TV3, and we thank them and hope that you will thank them when you visit their place. Again, the final score here tonight at South Dearborn at Connersville trailing all the way through the ball game and losing 39-0. Spartans go to 0-4. South Dearborn goes to 3-1. Thanks for watching, everybody, here on TV3. Good night.